Hey guys, today we are on a date, on a coffee date together. So join me for this beautiful, hot, amazing drink that I'm very grateful for. Ooh, delicious. Today we're going to be talking about non-committal relationship, aka situationship, and why you find yourself in those kind of relationships. When I sat down to start recording, I felt pulled to go and grab the tarot deck, while initially I was not even planning to do it as messages from tarot. But this is going to be about relationship. These messages are going to be definitely about the relationships, about love relationships, okay? And I grabbed the deck because I felt called to, and I feel like there might be some guidance that perhaps you will need from the divine. We will see, okay? Again, and as I speak divine, there you go, Hierophant over here. So I feel like I'm connecting to some of you guys who are right now feeling like your relationship has reached the plateau moment where you have emotional feelings one towards another, yet your person is not committing to you to a sense where you and how you need it to be. You know, it is always kind of like mixed messages, vague plans, very, very unclear energy around that relationship. And you start to question, where is this going? And even if you ask your person where this is going, your person always finds excuses how to change the subject of the conversation or make you feel bad for asking that question, which is already a massive, massive red flag. Bad sign, okay? This is a massive red flag. If your person is making you feel bad for wanting clarity, for wanting to know who you are one to another, what is the status of that relationship, what is the label, if you may, even though I'm not that kind of person who likes label, but clarity is something that I would really appreciate in relationships. So again, non-committal relationship, aka like I will call them situationships, okay? Just to kind of like shorten the phrase in the sentence. And the thing is that I feel like you have come to that place where you feel like something has to change. But I have a question for you, because at this point, when your person is not committing to you, you probably, for those of you who have seen my previous videos, you probably have seen me mentioning the book Attached, which speaks about attachment styles that we all have. There are three, like attachment, this book is based on the attachment style theory. And there are three main attachment styles: anxious, avoidant, and secure. And if your person is always trying to find excuses why, they cannot commit to you and just, and keep moving forward with you, like most likely they are avoidant. Again, without knowing much about that person, it's very hard to tell, right? But you can figure out their attachment style. You need to figure out your confirmation verb, guys. You need to figure out your attachment style first, and then you can figure out their attachment style. But let me tell you this, just like if you don't want to read the whole book, the attachment theory. So the anxious person, based on their attachment style, is always preoccupied or about the relationship. Like the relationship is basically consuming them, and they lead by this belief that if the person is non-committal, that they don't love enough, and they kind of like double the love, double the attention, double the efforts, in hope that the person will recognize how much effort and love they give and pour into that relationship. So they finally start seeing that anxious person and love them, basically. But what avoidance sees, like the more you try, like as an anxious person, the more you try to make them love you or prove that you are lovable, that you're so devoted to that relationship, the more they will pull away. This is the paradox that, like how anxious run and how avoidance run, like how their system, like how their attachment systems, like activation is going, because they start to see you as clingy. If you're someone who is anxious and you're dating someone who's avoidant, they value their self-reliance and self-independence so much that any sign of dependency will repel them. Any sign of you being clingy, and I put it in brackets because very often they will label you as clingy when you're not, when you're just basically wanting to be loved and wanting intimacy. But the moment you come closer to an avoidant, they feel like that you are coming closer and you guys are becoming closer. They get scared the shit out of themselves because of that, and they start their attachment systems like gets activated. They're like mechanisms of protection basically, and they start pulling away. That's why very often if you are anxious and you're a dating avoidant, you will have this like pull and push and pull, cold and hot. And it is right now why I'm addressing this message to you, because you cannot change an avoidant by doing like all the work, by giving and hoping that that person will recognize your value, recognize how amazing you are and start loving you. You cannot do that. You need to stop doing that and recognize the fact that this is their problem that they need to deal with, like their inability to be intimate, emotionally intimate with another human being. It is not for you to fix. It is not for you to change, and it is not for you to do like triple the work, triple the effort, triple the loving, to show them that your love can overcome anything. But because let me tell you this, just love is not enough. And it has been talked about a lot that just like emotional feelings, like love, it is not enough. And I feel like I'm connecting to some of you guys, because I'm not even going to touch base on secures, because this is not the collective that right now, and at least energetically, that I'm connecting to. But just to quickly give you like a theoretical theory of what it means to be secure, is that person who is open to being emotionally vulnerable, is open to emotional intimacy, is open to effective communication, to speaking their truth, to hearing your truth, and working on the relationship together without blame, without pointing fingers, without running away from problem and sweeping everything under the rug, pretending like in 10 minutes like nothing happened, which avoidance, by the way, do. They avoid conflict, they avoid everything that will be labeled as uncomfortable and unpleasant to them, because they cannot process their emotions properly, let alone process your emotional state. So anyway, this is secure. Secure people can effectively communicate with the partner and work on a relationship by hearing the partner and also speaking their truth. But you are not secure, like not yet. But the good news is that everyone can become secure. This is amazing news, that everyone can become secure in relationship as long as everyone is willing to put the work into themselves, into recognizing the patterns that are running the show of your life, basically your subconscious belief, your subconscious like the patterns that have been running like behind the scenes without you even knowing. That's why it's the subconscious. It's very important. I put so much emphasis on like understanding the patterns that are run by your subconscious, because we all think, oh yeah, like what are you talking about, that the subconscious is running the show? I am running the show in my conscious mind. Well, let me tell you this, only 5% of your day to day is run by your conscious. It is like literally like taking care of your physical body for the most part, like that's what you do consciously. But everything, every single action, every single thought, every single belief, every single thing that you do, how they manifest in relationships and at work, at your financial situation, all of those things, the 95% of our motives, of our thoughts, of our actions are driven by our subconscious programming that happened when we were a child. But the good news, again, I'm bringing you good news. Oh, why do I keep touching the microphone? But the good news is that it is possible to reprogram it like this. For those of you who are my age or older, like those tapes. Remember the tapes that you can rewind it, put it back in the recorder and record on top of the recording, and then the old recording is like gone, because something new has been recorded over it. The same with the VCR, or how do you call it? VCR, like the video player with the cassettes. You, like, for those of you who are, you know, in their 40s, in their 50s and 60s and older, they will know what I'm talking about. What did I want to say? So anyway, this is for you who, like, I feel like this message, and you know what, I'm gonna send an intention while I'm gonna be posting that message. I'm going to set an intention that message finds exactly the person who needs to hear it, who is at the crossroad in that kind of situationship. Because guys, I've been there. I would never talk about something in a form of like preaching to you or bringing this knowledge to you if I didn't go through. I did go through a situationship that lasted for quite a long time, and it took me a lot of effort, internal strength, and a lot of knowledge that I have accumulated from different modalities, from retreats, books, podcasts, and all the inner work and self-development and spirituality and all the work that I have done on me without expecting that person to change, because I realized that I cannot change another person. I can change me and how I react to things and what I allow in my life. And I finally made that decision that I am no longer willing to allow that kind of treatment towards me, because I am worthy of a beautiful and incredible romantic relationship where I will be seen, I will be heard, I will be, how do you call it? Nurtured and nurtured? Like, not nourished, nurtured, I think, where the relationship is going to be based on reciprocity of equal give and take, where I'm not going to be felt bad for, like, basically gaslighted into feeling that my emotions are being like too dramatic or being too much or being like, oh, you're like exaggerating, or you are making a big deal out of nothing, like something like in that sense, basically. Well, I don't like that word, but like gaslighting is pretty much describes it, you know. So and I feel like you are at that crossroad where you need to realize like who your partner actually is, without the rose-tinted glasses, without the hope and potential of who can they become based on the potential that you can see in them. And I'm not saying that they don't have potential, but potential is something that can, or you might or might not happen in the future. Listen to me carefully. The potential that you see in your love interest or your love partner or your situationship partner, or whatever you call it, this potential that you see that they can become is not your job to become. Did I say it right? The potential you see in them, it is not your job to do the work to make that potential manifest into reality. It is their job. And until they want to change something about their way of being, no matter the amount of time, energy, love, effort, whatever you put and pour into that relationship, nothing is gonna fucking change. I guarantee you that. What you can do, who you can change, is yourself. And I'm having like goosebumps and all over, like, and the body chills all over my body right now is a confirmation. Because what you can do is decide, do you want to tolerate that kind of relationship where you don't feel seen, heard, when you don't have that safe space? That's what I wanted to say a little bit earlier, like 2 minutes ago, where you don't feel safe in the presence of your partner. When you don't feel safe, not like physically, or, you know, and I hope that's not the case for you. And if you don't feel safe physically with your partner, like, this is like a massive, massive sign for you to ask for help and get out of there. Get out of there. But more than anything, I feel like I'm connecting to those who don't feel safe emotionally, especially for you women or the feminine who carry more of the feminine energy. I feel like this is the message for you. Hence the ocean on the background, because this is emotion. Water is the element of the feminine. And I didn't even know that. Listen, honestly, it's just like the painting that I'm doing, so that I'm working on. I just didn't have any other place to put in. And I kind of still think that the contrast of colors in the video, like, it's actually kind of cool. The green, the yellow, the blue, the white. I love colors, guys. I love bright colors. Anyway, I digressed a little bit. Hold on, give me 1 second. I love hot coffee, so I'm gonna enjoy hot coffee while it's hot. Thank you. So what I was saying, that like it is up to you to decide, I'll tell you this because I wanted to do a reel about it, and I will do it later. How another person is treating you is in no shape or form a reflection of your worth and of what you are deserving of. But what it is a reflection of is what you are allowing in your life. What you are tolerating is what you are allowing, and what you are giving the power away. Your power, you are giving it to someone else by allowing these behaviors, by allowing this whatever it is that you don't like that they do or don't do. If you still stay in that relationship, you are tolerating it, hence you are allowing it. And again, another phrase comes to my mind. I cannot take credit for that, but it's incredibly powerful, because what you don't change, you choose. What you don't change, you choose. So hear me out. If you don't change anything and you keep staying in a relationship that makes you miserable, that makes you always like your nervous system in this alert state, you don't feel safe in the presence of that person, because you never know what kind of shoe is going to drop, like emotionally, hopefully. You like literally cannot allow yourself to just breathe and like relax your entire body, because like there is always this background tension that like if you say something, let's say about the relationship, that they will perceive you as being difficult. If you address an issue, you are worried that they will immediately become defensive, and over time, like you kind of like shut down, because it doesn't make any sense to even bring like any issues that you are not comfortable with anymore, because like you always know that no matter what you say, how you say it, they will always be defensive about it, and it will lead to a bigger fight than it actually began with. So over time, you just like close that like that clam. And trust me, I've been there in a relationship. I've been there where I was just like, you know what, it doesn't even make sense to say anything, because it will just lead to a fight bigger than it was before I spoke my truth. And this is not healthy, guys, because if you are not speaking your truth for the sake of so-called peace in the relationship, it doesn't go anywhere. It stays in your body, it stays in your nervous system, and over time it will grow. This energy will grow, and eventually, if you don't let it out in one shape or form, it will manifest in physical illnesses, in maladies, and whatever disease of your body. It doesn't go anywhere just because you swallowed your how do you call it, like the bitter feeling, and that you just for the sake of not having a fight, for the sake of peace, to your own detriment. Okay, so don't do that. You like I went through all of it. I went through everything. And why I opened my eyes so widely, because I was just shuffling. 2 cards came out, but I want to finish my thought first. I went through everything that I talk about, guys. And because I did overcome everything that I'm talking about, I know that it is possible. I know that everything is possible as long as you decide, as long as you choose to change, to make a change in your life and start living a better life from a place of knowing your worth, from a place of knowing that you deserve to be treated much better. You deserve it because you're God's child. You're creation's child. You were made worthy. You were made enough. You were made beautiful. The way that you are, you don't have to change for anybody. You don't have to dim your light just to fit in. You don't have to make yourself smaller just because your light, your truth, your like presence is making someone else uncomfortable, because they don't know how to deal with their own emotions, because they did not put the work into themselves, inner work, to become emotionally intelligent. And I don't mean to scream at you, but you guys, for those of you who know me, I'm very passionate about all of that, because I've been there. I went through every single aspect that I'm talking about. So, and I want you to change, and I don't want you to live in misery. I don't want you to be unhappy. I want you to choose yourself, not from egotistical place. I want you to choose you from a place of knowing that you are deserving of everything that you truly desire. And I'm having like goosebumps, my hair is out. I don't know if you guys see it. Yes, you can see it. Look at that. I'm having like goosebumps all over my body. And when I was saying that, when I opened my eyes like really, really wide, this is King of Swords. Again, the color blue, he's like, not only he's incredible communicator, this is the element of air, but also the color blue is the color of your throat chakra. You needing to speak your truth with confidence. Here is the Emperor over here. Emperor knows his worth, or Empress knows her worth. This is you. This is Spirit telling you, you need to speak your truth with the determination of an emperor, with the strength, with the, not only determination, but with this like solid confidence of speaking your truth without fearing how the other person is going to react. Because, you know, I just said it to my friend yesterday, like, because she said, oh, you know, I hope you don't mind me saying this and that. And I'm like, listen, it's not your problem. If you want to say something, speak your truth to me, and how I react to it, it is not your problem. It is my problem, kind of thing. How I react to it is based on my filtering system. But you say whatever, because I promote and encourage her to like open like the throat chakra like wide open without worrying how that will affect another being. Not like from a place of being rude or inconsiderate or disrespectful, but just saying what she thinks and saying how she thinks it. Because, and I said, like, again, if you need to speak your truth, come from a place of peace, of course, come from a place of like wanting to find a solution, not from a place of accusation, not from a place of blaming anybody, pointing fingers and saying, oh, it's your fault, la la. No, not with that energy, but from an energy saying like, hey, this is my truth. I need to be heard. I need to be seen, and I need to feel safe to express my truth. And again, guys, speak your truth with confidence without worrying how another person will perceive it, because it is not your problem. How will they perceive it, as long as you know that your intention is to speak your truth in order to find a common ground, to find a resolution to the situation. So it is not stagnant. So it is not like unknown. So there is more clarity presented through a healthy communication on both sides, you know? So yeah, guys, I'm telling you, I feel like some of you guys are starting to think about it, like planting the seeds of, you know, realizing that you cannot live in that energy of Three of Swords, of being heartbroken anymore, because it is not beneficial to you. And you start to realize that you want a happy family. You want to live in abundance of happiness, of family, of community, and money, by the way, too. So for some of you guys, you know, maybe you're dating people who are always having financial problem, and it becomes a burden to you. So maybe like you finally realizing that it doesn't have to be this way, okay? It doesn't have to be this way. You are lovable, you're beautiful, you're enough, and you're worthy. So what I'm going to do, I think I spoke my part, and I think I spoke my part. Yeah, my part. What I'm going to do, so the 4 cards came out. You know what? I'm going to take all of them. So what I want to talk to you about, the 4 cards, I feel like some of you guys are finally realizing that you're tired of feeling left out in the cold. You're tired of not feeling appreciated, of feeling always like in this flight or fight mode, kind of like worrying about the relationship, worrying about like whether they love you or not, and like why, if they love you, like per se, even if there is some love, in a very unhealthy way, but even if there is some like presence of feelings, right, like of emotional feelings, they're not treating you the way that you deserve to be treated. And I feel like some of you guys are so wary of it. You're so tired of this BS, like of that situationship, of that like non-committal relationship, or whatever BS relationship that is in your case. And why I say BS is just because situationship is complete BS, like for real. It is another person misleading you, like the non-committal person completely misleading you into thinking that there is a future with them, where in reality there is none. There is no future with non-committal person. They will drag you like for years and years and years, finding all kinds of excuses, gaslighting you till like crack of dawn, but will never commit to you fully, will never become a person that you can rely on, a person that you can lean on, a person that you can depend on, the person that will be your rock. They will never become that person until they decide that it is time for them to change something. Okay? And I'm telling you guys, like, I feel like, again, with like you being tired of that, you're finally starting like to realize that you are worthy of so much more, and your path towards a better life, a better version of you, like being this empress and emperor, is illuminated. And for some of you, if you haven't realized that yet, this is spirit, God, creation, all that is telling you that you are this beautiful empress. Empress is divine feminine. Empress is abundant. She's fertile in not only physical ways, she's fertile in terms of manifestations. She is knowing her worth in every single aspect of her being. And she's calm, and she's allowing, she's flowing with life. She's flowing, and she's allowing, she's receiving. And she's receiving guidance as well from God, understanding from God, from angels of all, from spirit guides, guardian angels of the highest good. She's connected. She realizes her connection with the divine, because for a while, like myself, I was disconnected from the divine. I didn't even know any of that. I was disconnected, and until I found that I am worthy, like that I found my connection with the divine, with creation, with angels, with the divine unseen realm, like I didn't realize how worthy I am. So I feel like some of you guys are finally starting to realize how incredible you are, that you're never alone, and that you are supported, that you are guided. And Temperance is here. This is like the card of balance, the card of probably you finally start to balance within yourself your energies of masculine and feminine. And this is the card of moderation. And look who is this. Look who is this. Oh boy. Guys, look at that. This was all one after another. The Lovers, the Sun card is considered the happiest card in the... This is a yes card from God, by the way. From Creator, from creation, from all that is, from universe source. This is a yes card to your manifestation towards a relationship that you truly desire, where there is reciprocity with the Six of Pentacles and love. But Lover's card also is about choices. So choose wisely, because your happiness and your life is at stake. Do you realize that? Do you realize how high the stakes are? Stakes? Yeah. How high the price is? So choose wisely. Choose wisely who you spend your life with in love, and in general, even friendships, whatever applies to you. If it's not lovers, like, then it can be like really unhealthy friendship, but this is a yes card to your manifestations from God. Okay. You need to come out of your comfort zone. Like, who's this? Okay, this, there you go. Oh my God, guys, I cannot make that up. Like, I'm just literally taking all the cards from the bottom, one at a time, looking at all of them. And I'm just like, holy shit, the story is being put together. Like with the Sun card, yes. And you need to get out of your comfort zone, because if you don't get out of the comfort zone, or you don't get out of the toxic relationship where there is no future, and I'm not telling you here what to do. You have free will. You do whatever you feel is appropriate at this season of your life. But what I'm trying to tell you is that you do have a choice. You don't have to be in a relationship where you are literally miserable, unhappy, and always on alert. Do you realize what a toll it is for your nervous system and your physical body? Do you even realize how incredibly heavy that burden is, to be every single day in a relationship where you don't feel like being yourself to begin with? And not only you cannot allow yourself the luxury, the freedom of being yourself, but on top of that, you're always kind of like feeling that you're almost walking on the eggshell. And I don't know why I'm dancing like this right now. I feel like Spirit is telling you to, you need some time alone to regulate your emotions. Again, water, emotion, turmoil, and to bring them to the calm waters, like the waves, the storm on your emotional ocean right now. You need to spend some time alone to allow yourself to like think, connect, regulate. No phones, no gadgets, no TV, nothing. Just go for a walk. No music even, okay? Just go for a walk. Connect with your own self. Connect with your inner world, the emotional body of you. And I'm telling you guys, the clarity will come and you will start seeing that situation from a completely different angle, or you need to see the situation. I'm pretty sure if you spend some time alone, this is where the Hanged Man will come in place, that you will start seeing the situation you're in from a completely different angle, and you will finally make a decision to make that big leap of faith in terms of changing. And like, the old structures of being are crumbling. They have, whether you make that decision or the universe will make that decision for you. The choice is yours, again, with the Lovers card. But I'm telling you guys, like, you are this beautiful queen. Again, what did I just say to going for a walk? The Pentacles is material. The Pentacles is the element of Pentacles is, oh my God, I almost said soil, is earth. So, no, not earth. Oh my God, out of form. Well, like earth, because it's grounding, you know. Pentacles is the element of earth. It's the element of like material, you know. And again, I don't know why. Oh my God, I think it's earth. Because I don't know why it's on the tip of my tongue, but I get like tongue tied for right now, where there is like air, fire, water, and earth element. I think it's earth in English. Anyway, let's you know what I mean. Earth element. Let's call it earth element. And I'm telling you, like, you guys with this hermit and needing to balance your emotions, like, Spirit is telling you that you need to ground yourself. Okay, you need to go for a walk. Maybe sit by the tree, like on the root system. Like, ground your feet, like bare feet. We're entering summer, at least in what is it called, northern hemisphere, but whatever you are, as long as it's not like snow, you can do that. Just take your shoes off, take your socks off, and put your feet on the ground. You really need to ground right now, because you're definitely going through some heartbreak or some sort of pain of like in one shape or form. There is like a heartbreak or of any sort. If it's not about a romantic relationship, it is about a friendship. But you are in this energy right now. And in order for you to step into this energy, you need to ground. You need to allow the old structures to go. You need to start seeing the situation you're in from a completely different angle. And again, you need to spend some time alone and allow yourself to come out of the comfort zone, okay? And I'm telling you guys, look at this beautiful Sun card, Lovers card, King of Wands, King of Cups and Temperance. Like, if you do the work on inner self and you realize that, you know, whatever situation, I feel like, again, it's a romantic relationship more than anything, you find yourself in, it's not working out. And, you know, no matter like the potential of the person and that relationship that you see, as long as the person is not willing to do shit, to do anything about themselves, their approach towards life, guys, I'm like, nothing will change. Like, all you can change, all you actually have the power to control and change is your choices and yourself, okay? So again, and this one just flipped, the Queen of Swords. Speak your truth and go from there. Speak your truth. Speak your truth from your heart without overthinking. Speak the truth from your heart. What do you actually want from that relationship? And if that person cannot give you what you actually want, be honest with yourself to begin with. Be honest with yourself, and then be honest to your romantic partner. And if they don't take that information as you would hope they would, and like with willingness to work, not like just giving you the bullshit excuses and like just empty promises. Oh yeah, I'm gonna work, and then tomorrow exactly the same cycle of repeat starts. No, don't trust their words, trust their action, okay? Trust their action. If they promise you something that they will do, observe. Give them a week or 2 weeks, observe. And if nothing changes, this is your answer, because actions speak louder than any words. Like, no words need to be spoken most of the time. In a lot of situations, like, actions speak. everything into existence. I feel, yeah, guys, I'm telling you, I feel like some of you are walking away from that. You're ending that cycle of repeat, like on and on. Like I feel like it's not the first time when it happened to you, and you are ending a cycle. This is the world is the card of completion. So I'm so proud of you guys. And again, oh my God, guys, those cards, I wish I showed you. They just flew out as, I don't know, you probably heard it, but if you didn't, I'm just confirming that they flew out. I didn't pick them. They literally flew out. Here is your double confirmation that you're walking away from a relationship or from that inner feeling of feeling unseen, mistreated in one shape or form, unheard and unsafe. And you're walking away from that fight or flight state of being that you were for quite a while. I feel, guys, I'm telling you, you're finally stepping. This is the confirmation. Like, do you remember we got exactly the same two cards before and they flew out as well? And this is the confirmation, guys. Like I didn't even, because usually I would pick the bottom or whatever. I will see, but I'm telling you, you're tired of this. You're tired of this. You're tired of this. You're walking away. You see? You're walking away into the unknown, but you know that you're worthy of so much better. And you finally realize how incredibly beautiful of a creature you are, how incredibly valuable, and what a catch you are. I just got a text from my friend yesterday, and it was like, thank you so much for reminding me, because I for a moment forgot. And the message was, you are a catch. And I hope the man who will catch you in his net, oh my God, how did he say it? It's on my phone, but like the meaning was something like, an average man cannot handle you, but whoever can catch you in his, in his net or something like that, he might as well appreciate what a great catch you are, something like that. And I'm like, it was so valuable for me, because I was like, oh my God, like in all this like 3D reality, in all the, the turbulence of everyday life, I totally forgot about it. I put like the dating on the side. I chose the celibacy for a long time now, and I'm open to a relationship, but I'm not looking for it. Like I'm open to it, but I'm not acting. I'm not like chasing it. You know what I mean? And for a moment, because I was so already kind of like not into this vibe, I'm just like doing my own thing, like trying to pursue my passions and dealing with the 3D reality on day-to-day basis. It's a turbulent journey for me and for you too, and why I'm telling you this is just because, why I'm sharing this is just because, I can tell you like anything, but I also walk my talk in terms of like, I try to celebrate my wins. And sometimes like a friend comes as a messenger from God, from universe, as a reminder to you about how incredible you are, how valuable your time or energy is, or how they think how amazing you are. And for a moment, because you got so wrapped up in whatever, right? In responsibilities, in worries, and like the emotional turmoil and the turmoil of life in general. And it is nice when somebody is bringing you that message. And I always see it as a message from God, because like God is speaking through another human being to me, reminding me that I am a good catch. And I'm like, yes, I am a good catch. Thank you for that reminder. And here I am bringing you exactly the same reminder that you need to remind yourself too, that you are a catch. You are a beautiful emperor or empress, and you are on the right path of choosing yourself as being worthy, as being lovable, as being enough the way you are. But you need to allow yourself to be who you are. And whoever is not for you, they will leave your life no matter like how much you try to hold on to them. Universe will remove those people. I don't know why I showed it like this. Universe will remove those people from your life no matter how much you try to hold on to them. They will leave. And the people who are meant to be in your life, who are meant to stay in your life or enter your life as new people in your life, they will appear. So don't hold on to people who are not meant to be. Allow it to, with the tower and the death and rebirth, like allow those people to go, and allow, like, look, Two of Cups over here, new beginnings in friendships, in love. This is like sacred union in love or friendship or community. Like this is like kindred spirit, kindred souls. Again, if you don't resonate with the love message, it is about a friendship, like about a kindred soul, kindred souls, soulmates, because soulmates are not just romantic relationships. Look, your justice will be served. Ooh. Oh, guys. Oh, guys, I want to show it to you and I'm going to wrap up. Oh, my God. Why? Oh, my God. These cards were all one after another. Ooh, guys. Guys, I'm having like goosebumps. Look at this again. Oh, my God. I hope you can see it. I can see it, but I hope in the video you can see it too. Guys, the moment you choose yourself, the moment you realize how incredibly beautiful you are, I'm telling you, like the moment you realize that you are this empress or emperor, like that you are worthy, that you are on the right path, choosing yourself, you are guided, you are connected with God, with creation, with all that is. You can speak to God and ask for help. But the moment, I'm telling you guys, the moment you choose yourself, by taking that leap of faith, of leaving something or someone behind, or if you don't want to leave that person, but you still take that leap of faith of choosing yourself, speaking your truth, and you know, kind of like trying to work on the relationship, but without the expectation that the other person will change overnight. But you need to observe their actions though. If you're taking a leap of faith, you're speaking your truth, and they gave you promises, watch their actions. And I really hope that it will work out. But if it doesn't work out, then it is a sign for you that it is not meant to work out, okay? And that it's time to move on. Because I'm telling you, the moment you choose yourself, your justice, guys, your justice will be served. 11 can be significant to you. Maybe your day, maybe you were born on 11th or in November. Let me know if, oh my God, I get so fired up. Guys, speaking of fire, once, element of fire, it's coming. Like the moment you finally choose yourself, your justice is gonna come your way fast. This is very, like, it's a card of like a speed. And you know what is also coming? Not only your justice, but look at that beauty. These are one, like I consider them, these two cards, especially the 10 of Pentacles, like the best cards. I know the Sun is considered the best card, but I put those two cards very, very equal to the Sun card. 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups is the ultimate happiness. The moment you choose yourself, this is what is coming your way. Your cups will be filled. You will find the right partner. The moment you choose yourself, again, not from egotistical place, putting yourself better than anybody, but knowing your worth, regardless how other people treat you, because you have a choice to allow those people to treat you that way or walk away from those people and places who don't see your value, who don't see how incredible you are. And you choosing yourself, this is what is manifesting. Oh my God, guys, again, look at that. This is, I'm getting hot. I'm getting like chills all over my body. Look at this, guys. Oh my God, this is incredible. The 10 of Cups, let me read it to you if you want, like, because let me read the 10 of Pentacles first. 10 of Pentacles, oh, this is one of my favorite cards, guys. And 10 of Cups, it's emotional fulfillment. It's the happiness. 10 of Pentacles. Now, you know what? I want to read the 10 of Cups first. 10 of Cups. Okay, guys, hold on. 10 of Cups. Love, soulmates, harmony in relationships and family, divine connections, heart opening and expansion, wholeness. You're finally realizing that you are whole, you are complete the way you are. You don't need to be someone else in order to be loved, because the moment you choose yourself, to be yourself, to find the way back to yourself, the right people will enter your life. Guys, this is amazing. The motto, the mantra for this for this 10 of Cups is, I live in a state of oneness by bringing harmony and love to my relationships. So beautiful. It's either like a new relationship, again, we got like 2 of Cups over there, or by you speaking your truth, perhaps your partner that you're with like will realize that something indeed has to change and some common work needs to be done on that relationship if you guys want to save it and to try, you know, kind of like the relationship 2.0 kind of thing. You know, if you love each other, if you want to be with each other, you need to realize that 2 parties need to have equal give and take. The 2 parties need to do the inner work on the self and then bring the results of it to the table so you can save that relationship. And I'm going to close with the 10 of Pentacles here, because this is the card of spiritual and material abundance, community, generosity, wealth and prosperity. And you're building a legacy, guys. I am successful and I share my wealth with those I love. So this is coming your way. As long as you choose, the moment you choose yourself, and as I said, I'm coming to the 444. Oh, yes. You're protected, you're safe, spirits are talking to you, they're letting you know that you are safe, you are protected, and the moment you choose yourself, everything is just gonna freaking change for the best for you. Spirit, what is the parting message as advice? Do what you love. Do what brings you joy. Like in my case, guys, like this is like paintings. This is my way of like, I meditate, I relieve stress, you know, not only paintings, but like I kind of feel like what my gut is telling me. And if I feel like creating something, and that is like the way that I meditate, it's incredible. So do what brings you joy, guys. Do what brings you joy, okay? And speak to God, speak to all that is, creation, God, source, universe, whatever you call that beautiful power that we are all connected to, that we're all children of. This is what is going to be your stairwell to like your stairwell, yeah, like to happiness, to connection, to oneness within yourself, within the people around you, with the world around you, and with the unseen divine realm. Guys, I hope that reading resonated with you. It's been like longer than I anticipated. And yeah, give yourself some love, dream big, and give yourself some love. Guys, I'm telling you, something wonderful is coming your way. Do what brings you joy. Do what like lights you up. It's incredibly important. And I feel like for some of you guys, like do it with your friends or family if you have somebody to share like your hobby with, to share your, you know, even the painting per se. Like invite your people over, buy some like cheap canvases if you can. Like, you know, I live in Dollarama. I love Dollarama. Like I live in Canada, and there is this store in United States is like Dollar Tree or dollar store, and here's Dollarama, and you can buy like cheap supplies in there, and you know, have some kind of like, I don't know, coffee party, tea party, wine party, and paint whatever you want, and laugh and enjoy each other. Okay, enjoy each other's company and energy. Anyway, guys, I feel like you're walking away from something or someone. It can be even limiting beliefs about your worth, guys, like walking away from that. You're changing the perspective. And here is the confirmation for you guys. You will be seen. You will be celebrated. You will be glorious. You will be victorious. You will be seen the moment you choose yourself. Anyway, guys, I hope that helps. And if you feel like somebody, yes, you're like, okay, I'm going to show you this because they just flew out. You're going from this, from feeling left out in the cold, to regulating your nervous system, to choosing wisely and manifesting a relationship where you will be seen, where you will be heard, where you will feel safe and you will feel loved. You are the beautiful creator. Never forget that. You're an empress and emperor, okay? Never forget that. Allow things to end. If they are asking to be ended, allow them. Don't hold on like with this deadly grip onto a person or place or whatever it is, like the dynamic that you're in currently. Allow it to crumble so something new and beautiful. That was the next card. This is coming from you allowing like the old structures, the old beliefs, the people that are not aligned with you anymore, who don't treat you properly or how you deserve to be treated. Like you allow it to go, allow it. Don't hold on to those people, to those places or whatever, how it resonates with you, because this one wants to come. This one needs to crumble first, because if this tower is in the way of this happiness, it is not going to come if this just stands in the way. So this tower needs to be exploded. It needs to crumble, you know, so a new foundation and this one come instead. Okay, so this one has to go. This one has to like allow endings to end, allow things that are no longer aligned with your path or people, or in this particular case we speak about situationship. So allow that situationship to be done, unless, again, for some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, if both parties are willing to work on that relationship, that is a completely different story. But more than anything, I'm feeling that I'm connecting to the majority of that collective that is watching this message right now, that you need to allow that relationship to end. let them walk away or you walk away. So something beautiful, incredible, aligned is going to come your way, guys. You're going to be fine. Just choose yourself, okay? Guys, I love you. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of beautiful, beautiful healing energy. And I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye.